Hello everybody, I hope that you are well. Today, or this morning, I am about to drive to the Lake District. Now I live in Woking, which is like southwest London. It's the south of England, so it's gonna be a long drive up to the Lake District. Maybe like 4.5 hours. I will be stopping along the way. And anyway, I thought I would bring you along with me today and just make a vlog of my journey because one, why not? I feel like when I film things, it gives me a bit of company, even though you're not here in real time. But also, I just want to chat to you, give you an update, a little travel update, because I feel like although you've seen a lot of hiking and random travel vlogs recently, I haven't actually spoken more about my realistic plans and things that are just on my brain at the moment. Everything I feel like is going a million miles an hour. I just thought I'd bring you along today, have a little chat, and I hope you enjoy the video. And you may be wondering, Christianne, that's a really strange driving outfit you got on there. Well, one of the first stops I'm going to be making is Coventry to see Leah, my best friend Leah, and we're going to go to the gym. It's just going to be a stopover on the trip. There's nothing else to say right now, so let's get in the car. Go.
It's the feeling of so whatever you drive, there's no need for that feeling to stop. Magic we've been waiting for, inspiring us to celebrate.
Gosh, it's difficult getting out of my own driveway. It's very, very tight. Now, before I get into the journey, I would like to introduce the lovely sponsors of today's video, Surfshark. Surfshark are a VPN, which stands for Virtual Private Network. This is something that we should be protecting all of our devices with in 2021. The way in which Surfshark works is it encrypts the data on our device and turns any connection we have to the internet into a private one. So when we're at the airport using the public Wi-Fi network or in a cafe, for example, whilst connected, our devices are at risk of being hacked. But with a VPN switched on, it creates a virtual shield on our connection, making it private and unhackable. And this can all be done with the click of a button. You can set your virtual location to almost anywhere in the world, which has a whole host of benefits, including being able to watch the Netflix of any other country. The US Netflix, for example, has way more shows than we do in the UK, and in seconds you can have access to them all. Surfshark is one of the only VPNs which you can use on an unlimited number of your devices with just the one account, so I'm protected on my phone, laptop and my iPad no matter where I am or what I'm using the internet for. And you know I've got your back, as Surfshark are giving you guys 83% off plus an extra 3 months for free when you use my code backpacking or using the link in the description. You know when you've all packed up and you're setting off for what you know is going to be a long trip, well, like this is going to be 8 days, but like, you know, long enough, and I've got things to do when I'm there, important things, and you just like, you just left the house and you're just like, have I got everything? Have I got everything? Like, even if you've written a list, it's just like, I just don't know if I have everything. I hope that I do. I should do. I laid it out all on my bed. What I didn't do this time, which was maybe a mistake, is I did not write a list. But I like to think I've done packing so many times now that it just kind of comes as second nature as to what I need to pack. But, you know, I'm not superhuman and I still probably should have written a list, but I did not. So the first stint we've got is just under 2 hours. It's 1 hour 49, and that is from Woking in Surrey to Coventry. I've never actually been to Coventry in my life, I don't think. If I have, it wasn't a memorable experience. I'm just driving through Buckinghamshire, past Beaconsfield and past High Wycombe. Now, I'm not sure when the last time I gave you guys an update on like me purchasing a house kind of thing happened, but from what I remember, I think the last time I mentioned it on the channel was I said that I wanted to move to Buckinghamshire, and that was where I was going to start looking for a house. And that is the truth. So a couple of months ago I shopping and we looked around, and I was just getting the vibe for the place, and I really did like it, and I thought the shopping was great. But what I have realised, and I mentioned this on my Instagram, is that although I would be able to get something quite sizable, hopefully in High Wycombe, maybe even have a garden, I would not be near anyone that I know. And I've been really trying to kind of rack my brains thinking about my priorities for this first property. And is it size? No, it's actually not. Like, I'm in my late 20s. I want to have a thriving social life. I want to be around the buzz of my friends. I want to be able to like go on nights out and not have to worry about the last train home. And so I'm no longer going to be looking in Buckinghamshire. I am going to be looking in London instead. The house hunt is already definitely on. I actually found a really, really good one last night. So the area I'm going to be looking is East London, probably. That is where I'm leaning towards, just because I have the most friends there, and also whenever I go, I never want to leave. I really don't, and I friggin' love Victoria Park and the vibe around there, and Hackney and Shoreditch, and it just makes me feel good, and it feels right. Like, that feels like the place where I want to be living at this point in my life. And obviously with London prices, I'm not going to be able to afford something even half the size as what I would out in Buckinghamshire. Not that Buckinghamshire is cheap anyway, but that's okay. I don't need a big house. Like, a 1-bedroom flat will do me just fine. At the end of the day, it's literally just me. I don't need a garden. A balcony would be nice, but even then, like, I'll be going outside a lot all the time, and it would just be so good to be so close to transport links and get everywhere I need to independently. I've been so spoiled living at home with my parents. Like, whenever I need to go to the airport, because we live close to a lot of the airports in Woking, like, I just get a lift, which is really, really nice. But obviously when I move out, I'm living by myself. No one can just give me a lift to the airport, which means I need to be in a position where I can easily and efficiently get there by myself via public transport. That's the latest on the house move. I am still saving up a little bit more money to get my house deposit, but I am pleased to say I am almost there, and I hope that at the beginning of 2022 I will be visiting a mortgage broker, and like the ball will start rolling. And like, the thing is, I'm planning on going on another big backpacking trip at the end of the year. Probably won't be in the UK for Christmas, but that's all kind of pending at the moment. But that's a big reason why I haven't visited a mortgage advisor just yet, because I'm not ready to start the big process just yet. So I reckon I'll be visiting one at the beginning of next year, and hopefully moved out into London by, like, I don't know, March? Is that me being optimistic? Probably. I feel like it takes a lot longer to actually move out, doesn't it? Probably more like 6 or 7 months. I don't know. All I know is that I'm so friggin' excited. I'm so excited to just have my own space and be living in London, and that whole idea just excites me to the core so much. And just having a place to call my own, and whenever I come back from a backpacking trip, like, that place is there for me. It's mine. It's no one else's. It's mine. Someone in the comments was giving me shit the other day for living with my parents, and I was like, firstly, that's a choice. If I wanted to move out, I definitely could. However, my priority is purchasing a property, and I would much rather live with my parents for 1 more year and then be a homeowner, because I was able to save that money that I would have been spending on rent. And 2, I'm so damn privileged that I can't even live with my parents. Some people can't. Some people's parents have downsized and there's literally no room for them in their house. So I'm so damn lucky to be in the position that I'm in. So we shouldn't be made to feel bad for our living situation. If we are alive and we are healthy and we have a roof over our heads and we have food in our mouths, then that is something to be grateful for. All right. Look who it is. So this is Cov.
I mean, there's nothing bougie about Cov, but
I mean, this is quite nice.
It's alright.
Yeah, I'd say it's okay.
They are injecting like a lot of money because it won City of Culture.
Yeah.
So when you win City of Culture, you get like millions invested in the
Oh,
city.
really?
So they're regenerating a lot of areas.
Yeah, I think it looks quite nice.
Yeah,
This is my first
right.
time in Coventry. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Okay, to the Pure Gym.
To the Pure Gym. I pay like an extra £5 a month to get a nationwide membership, but I was just telling Leah, this is possibly only the second or third time that I've ever used any other gym other than my local.
Yeah.
So I feel good that I'm finally making the most of my nationwide membership. Thrilled that we go to the same gym.
Oh, I know. If I was at the gym and you were the Pure Gym, it would have just been, we'll go this way.
Yeah, it wouldn't have worked.
It would not have worked.
Yeah.
I just say the people in my gym are going to fancy you. That's all I'm saying.
Pure Gym. Woohoo. Good sesh, mate. Good
really
sesh.
Good. Really glad that we got a squat rack and
Yeah.
yeah, because you can't usually get a squat rack in Woking. In Woking.
Where, are you okay? I was just saying to Leah in my local gym in Woking, you could just never get a squat rack, even at off-peak times. Like, it's just always absolutely rammed.
Yeah.
And it's a bother, and I hardly even ever go anymore. So it was nice that the Coventry gym was bigger, and it's actually got on the equipment you want to get on. Where are you taking me for lunch?
Oh, we're gonna go find somewhere. Like, I'm not sure what you're in the mood for. Like, I don't even know if you're a Nando's girl. I don't think you are.
I wouldn't say I'm a Nando's girl as such, but like, I like it. I wouldn't say it's substantial though.
No, okay. Italian, we've got
I could do with some pasta.
pasta. It's always a good bet with you.
Yeah, or a fat bangers and mash. I did stay in Coventry longer than I was anticipating, but I wouldn't have changed it because I had such a nice time with Leah and her dad. So now I'm on the M6. I've already been on here for like, I don't know, 50 kilometres and I've still got like 70 to go. And you may be wondering at this point, Christianne, why are you even going to the Lake District? Good question. Well, I am going to be making a documentary up there, but unfortunately it's not one that you're going to see on YouTube. I'm making basically a documentary for my grandparents. My father's mum and dad, my grandma and granddad, they have lived in Cumbria their whole lives. They grew up there. They absolutely love it there. They got to a point last year though where they were too far away from the family and we needed to support them more being close by, and so they moved down to Surrey where we are, and they're not very mobile. It's not going to be really possible for them to go back up to the Lake District, but they miss it so much, and so it was kind of like a family idea for me to go up and film a documentary in the Lake District of all of my grandparents' favourite places to help them look back and reminisce, teach them some new things they might not have known. And so I'm going to be spending 7 or 8 days there, basically just climbing some of their favourite mountains, going back to like my grandma's old school and like their old houses and stuff as well. It's going to be a really busy week for me actually. I'm going to be literally climbing mountains by myself whilst filming, but it's going to be a fun week. I am looking forward to it. Obviously I'm going to record all the workouts, and so it's a good training week for me as well as anything else. But yeah, it's not something that's going to be publicised on YouTube because it's going to be quite a personal family film, and I've been super lucky with the weather today as it's just lovely and sunny, and so the sun is just close to setting right now, and it's just so pleasant driving in nice weather, and I really hope that weather lasts up in the Lake District. I am anticipating that it may rain a bit, and that's fine. I've got my Mac, I've got my waterproof trousers, so like I will be fully waterproofed on the hikes if need be, but obviously it would be so nice if the clouds held off and the sun stayed out. Yeah, it would just make it a really good week. I've got 2 hours and 18 minutes still to go. I think in about half an hour I'm going to make my final stop. Not big stop, but I probably will need some petrol, and I think I'm going to stop at a Costa drive-through as well, just for a coffee refuel. I do get quite tired on the road, and obviously I don't want to fall asleep at the wheel. I mean, I've never done that, but you know, I never want to be in that situation, so I will need a little coffee refuel just to perk me up and keep me going.
Visit, but we are currently closed. Please visit us again during our normal business hours.
Wow, did you hear that? The Costa drive-thru is closed. That's annoying. I really wanted a coffee. I'm gonna go inside the service station because I do need a coffee break. Got 1 hour 50 of the journey left, and so I feel like this is gonna be my last break now. But that's okay. I might grab a little something to eat. I'm still full from lunch. We had a late lunch and we had an absolutely massive lunch. So I might just get something small, but I do feel like I should have something for dinner, you know? Do I need the toilet? No, I don't need the toilet. Was there anything else I was going to do at the services? I was going to get petrol. That's what I'm going to do. But no, yeah, let's go inside and get a coffee and some food. Okay, I'm back. I just got a small latte from Costa, and then I got one of these like half sandwiches, just like where it's just like one half of it, a ham sandwich. I thought that was good considering I'm not that hungry. But then I did also get 2 packets of Percy Pigs, some regular and then some fizzy pig pills. So hopefully that should keep me going for the rest of the day. And why does it say the Costa drive-thru is open? It's not open. It told me it was closed. How is that fair? Anyway, I've got my Costa now. I'm just so confused. I'm just looking at the drive-thru sign and it says open, which is confusing. Anyway, let's go get some petrol. And I just had a message from Emily asking me to call her. I think she's got some gossip for me, which is very exciting and should keep me entertained for a good portion of the last bit of my journey. I have arrived in Penrith in Cumbria. It's always so nice driving into Cumbria and suddenly you just see the mountains rolling in and the stone walls building up on the outside of the roads. It's just really nice. I was a bit sad that it was like kind of getting dark as that started to happen. I was like, no, I want to see the mountains. But I'm going to be seeing lots of mountains over the next week. I've arrived in my hotel, which is nicer than I was expecting actually. This was £55 a night. It was the cheapest one I could find. It's called Station Hotel. They don't have a car park, but I managed to find a little car parking space outside, which was really, really lucky. And yeah, I'm probably going to be leaving early in the morning. I'm not going to be spending much time here, but I do feel cozy and comfortable here. So, oh my God, excuse me, sorry. I just had my sandwich. We're about to have my Percy Pigs. I just want to say thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy this little vlog, little travel update. And I will see you again soon in whatever the next video is going to be. Bye.